What's going on, guys? It's Adam P, and welcome back to Newcastle United's first game out on the Asia Tour. We are taking on Arsenal in what has to be one of the best stadiums I've personally been at. 35-degree temperature, hot, humid, sticky. Arsenal have already played AC Milan here, whereas Newcastle are playing their first game under these conditions. This is hard. This will be a hard game. We can't complain whatsoever, regardless of what happens in the game. It's a good tester for Eddie Howe and his players to get used to the conditions, to be able to play under very tricky and humid circumstances. So let's see how things go. Opportunity for the likes of Willie Musua today, of course. A lot of noise in the background. Still only one player through the door in terms of transfer. So for the players now, Eddie Howe needs to hopefully be able to see some players on this tour stand out, ones that could potentially make their way into our squad this season, because we're still lacking a little bit in the transfer front at the minute. Of course, after this, we are going to South Korea, so make sure you hit that subscribe when you haven't done so already. Don't miss any of the tour. It's been incredible so far, and it's been a real privilege and honour on a personal level to be out here, and I can't wait to be in South Korea next. So take care, and let's just get straight into it. Bit of light-hearted banner for Newcastle fans there, look. One thing you'll realise out here in Asia, while Newcastle has a big fan base, teams like Arsenal, Liverpool are both also over here are huge. They are massive, and this is the merchandise queue just to buy products, to buy kits, and all that money, of course, the already wealthy clubs will be pumped back into the football club. This is Arsenal, and we're going to show you how Newcastle's queue is looking now. And this is what the queue looks like. Now, get a picture with a Carabao Cup before our trophy that we won that season. Arsenal queue for the merchandise. This is our queue for the Carabao Cup. Big difference. And while Newcastle have an amazing support out here in Singapore, we're going to have an amazing support in Korea as well. Reality is, and this is something we're going to work on progressively over a long period of time, Arsenal are huge. Liverpool are huge. Manchester United are huge. We need to be able to push that kind of level out on these tours. We're one day. Hello, mate, right? And while it's looking good over here, today is not that day. Let's class that. Nice seeing all the supporters. I get the pictures taken in Bergkamp shirt as well. That's giving me some flashbacks. Still stand by it. That one was a fluke. Never imagine over here on this outside the Singapore National Team Stadium, but good music choice. Look at the back of this shirt, by the way. How did it? Certainly did do it. One of my favourite shirts I've seen out here so far in this Asia tour. I love that so much. As for the stadium itself, top three that I've personally been to. Some of you might be thinking, well, how is this not number one? Trust me, as much as I love this stadium, Mercedes-Benz Atlanta 100% is number one for me. I've never seen a better stadium than that one, at least in person. Impressive, oh, that is seriously impressive. There is no way I am not trying out the food while we are over here. Fish and chips, 8 Singapore dollars, which is around £4 back home. Not gonna lie, considering The place should be called Singer Rich, to be honest, how expensive everything is. £4 for that? I don't think it's too bad. I want to try the fish though. Portion size, a bit light. If you were to serve that in Wall's End, Wickley Bay, Tynemouth, it wouldn't go down too well. But not half bad. Batter feels a bit dry. The batter's not great, to be honest, but the actual quality of the fish, not bad. Stadium food, trust me, that is better than any stadium food back home. Still would recommend it. To tell you all honest story, I actually made a pivotal mistake that has somehow been able to work out for me. So originally for this match, I'm flying out to South Korea after this game, but for some reason I got the UK and Singapore time mixed up for this game. So I've assumed this game was 12:30 today, and it is in the UK, but it's not here. So I put my plane out of here at 11 PM, so I would have to leave the game earlier first to get the plane in order to even be able to make it. I had a text this morning, the plane was late arriving into the airport, which means it has to go out at a different time. 4:55 in the morning. Get in there. I've never been more happy in my life for the plane to be delayed 6 hours. I get to watch the game, I can get the videos up, I can watch the women's Euro final in the airport. It's worked out perfectly, and the fumble has somehow turned into a stroke of genius.
For you in for a very special treat tonight at 7:15. You will be the first to see Arsenal's new signing, Viktor.
Just rubbing this out in, and we haven't got any signs there, unveiling the new Swedish striker in front of us.
At 7:15.
Go on. Oh, yeah, just cut in. I think this game against a winner player, to be honest, Arsenal have had a great deal of chances in the game. Newcastle, I would say the first 10 minutes have been great, but that is the leveller. 2 goals in 60 seconds, and it's an own goal as well from Alex Murphy. Not the response you wanted from us. Half-time, Newcastle 1, Arsenal 2. I'm fairly pleased with that first half now. When I mean it is hot here, it is horrible. I was actually struggling in that half watching the game, and it is mental out here. And I feel like towards back end of the half, you see out Newcastle starting off well, starting off mildly, and some really quick fluid football against Arsenal. They'd be more used to the heat than us, and towards the back end of the half, started to take a bit of control of the game. No issues with that. Looking forward to see what we do in the second half. I reckon when you look at the situation as so, it's a team that hasn't signed anyone other than Alanga this summer, and look what Alanga has done in the game. Quality finish, the signing has took the lead for us, and with more signs in that team, Newcastle would have probably done more that half, and obvious point to make, but again, you see that squad, it does need help. Come on. Shaker Murphy's made a level there. Outside the box, low driven into the bottom right corner. I tell you what, it's a good goal from him.
Replaced by number 26, John Ronnie.
Just under 39,000 of total attendance. Not a bad turnout, to be fair. Arsenal have a pout in the 82nd minute. Martin Odegaard versus Jordan Woody. Never felt like I would be saying that. But here we are. Steps up. Oh. Good hand. Look at your Woody, that's what you can fuck most of that. Full time in Newcastle United's first game of the Asian Tour. Arsenal 3, Newcastle 2. That was 1,000,000 times better than the Celtic game last weekend. But came with this Asia Tour. To be fair to Newcastle, Arsenal's been here for longer. They've already played a game in front of this climate. So for Newcastle to be able to put a good performance in. A lot of highlights in the game and a good game to watch as well. That was £120 put down in the match. That's actually the most expensive regular seat I've paid for ever. I think that's like my cup final ticket in the front row was £116 on tickets there. All of them were more expensive than that. It's not a cheap place to come to, but of course for a lot of sports out here, it's a once or twice. If you're an Arsenal fan, a lifetime opportunity for these players to be playing. So, you know, I was happy with the performance. Newcastle, you could tell the weather was getting at times, you could tell it was a lot for them, but kept going. Had a bunch of chances, got a couple of good goals. It was one of them where I kept going, and I'm happy with that. We go ahead to South Korea now. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Of course, our players going to go over there. They'll be better. They're going to get into the flow of things. Don't have any grievance or anything to say about the game itself. Signings. Said this after Celtic. I'll say it again now. You can't so desperate needs players to come in. We are still lacking in areas, and you can see not just in the pitch, but off the pitch as well. We can't see desperate players to come in, improve the squad, and just to relieve some pressure on Eddie Howe and those players. So Champions League football is massive this season. We can compete, we will compete, but we'll be unable to take the next step unless we bring players in and we just continue to push on the squad that we have now. I'm heading across to South Korea in a few hours. I'm knackered. You can tell I'm knackered, so apologies for being all over the place today. But it's been a privilege coming down here. I'm a part with continue the Asia tour out of South as well. Appreciate you guys watching. Take care and let me know your opinions down below on the match.